Jay Crowder incidents and you guys standing up for yourselves and kind of making sure you're not going to get pushed around. Were you pleased with how the team responded?
No, I just, I mean, things got a little chippy. Obviously, Kev dislocated his shoulder. Honestly, didn't see what happened, but I think it was a shared feeling that it just wasn't a basketball play. And then Jay Crowder incident, both of them got physical, but you never want to wish anything would happen to him on anyone. Just got chippy, and guys gonna stand up for themselves, and sometimes things get out of hand a little too much. But game of basketball, I mean, just got chippy.
Gethin Coolball with the Sports Exchange, both for LeBron and Kyrie. Kevin Love said after the game that he thought it was a Bush League play. Kyrie, you just talked, but I don't know from LeBron what you saw on that.
Yeah, I seen the replay, and it didn't look like a basketball play. You know, I've seen a lot of tie-ups in my day, and you know, that tie-up was a little different. You know, and you know, we want to play the game of basketball the right way. You want to be physical, but you never want the game to get out of hand where you have injuries. And we had 2 of them tonight, and you know, you don't wish that on nobody. You know, and you know, now we're sitting, you know, possibly with one of our big guys. You know, out possibly, you know, and their respective team, they have a guy. I'm not quite sure the diagnosis on him, but you know, he may be out for a period of time as well. So you don't never want the game to get out of hand, and you know, because guys, you know, you just want them to, you know, just play the game the right way.
Guys, Joe Varden, Cleveland.com. You kind of touched on what I was going to ask LeBron, but. Did this game, did it actually get out of hand, and how upset were you guys as a team when you went into halftime and saw the play? Because you just said that you did see it.
Well, you were very upset that it happened, and you know, hopefully everything works out for us as a unit, and hopefully everything works out for Kevin. Further, you know, that's the most important thing, and you know, we see what happens.
LeBron, Dave McMenamin, ESPN.com. You speak a lot about staying in the moment and keeping your focus. Is that difficult to do, knowing that there's a couple things that are kind of up in the air going into the second round in terms of Kevin's injury stats and also JR?
You just control what you can control. That's all we can do. You know, we have you know, this small period of time to, you know, get better, and it's next man up, depending on, you know, what goes on with our team. Those are 2 big pieces, obviously, but the next man up, no excuses. Just get ready to go out and play.
LeBron, excuse me, Bill Livingston, playing dealer. Did Thomas hit your arm? Did he hit the ball? Have you ever had that happen before, where you're out of bounds and get a pass disrupted from behind?
No, I don't think it's ever happened before. Not my career. I don't think so. I mean,
is there a rule for that? Do you know?
It's automatic technical.
Okay. That's what Vlad said.
Yeah, it's automatic tech.
Yeah.
You know, you're not allowed to cross the line. I mean, not allowed to touch somebody when they're taking the ball out of bounds. I mean, it just can't happen. We turned the ball over, and now we commit a foul, and they, you know, they went from a possible 10-point lead to a 6-point lead. You know, and you know, especially in a game like this where you're trying to close out, you don't want anything to, you know, affect the way how you close the game out.
Hey, LeBron, Mark D'Amico, Celtics.com. Jay Crowder has been a backup, played minimal minutes for most of his career with Dallas, and obviously he played a major role on this team. Spent a lot of time against you during this series. Incidents aside, today, what did you learn about him as a player? Just spending so many minutes against him during this series.
I mean, he's a guy who just, you know, he tries to work hard and you know, put his body on me. Try to help their team win. That's all.
Paul Flannery, SB Nation. Kyrie, on your other side, Kyrie, what do you guys take from this series? This is your first series together, and now you got to win. What do you guys take from this playoff series going forward?
I think the biggest thing is that, you know, we have a lot of fighters on our team. You know, I don't mean that in any way or anything like that. It's just the fight that we have for each other. We're gonna have each other's backs through whatever we go through. Obviously, it was Me and Kevin's first series against a great team, and they tested us, at home and especially on the road here. Game 4 was the most physical game that I've ever played in, and it's just a test that I think I needed individually, and then also for our team as well going forward.
For both guys, does it feel like you just swept a series? And Kyrie, you just swept your first series. Or does it feel like the team's kind of? You're in a bit of a spot right now with Kevin hurt, and you don't know what's going to happen with JR.
We feel like we've advanced. We know we've advanced, and but it's going to get tougher and tougher. And if we're fortunate enough to continue to play basketball this time of the year, it gets tougher and tougher. So, as we wait for our second round opponent, we mentally just decompress for probably a day or two, maybe, and then you lock back in, on your next opponent, and there's a lot of things up in the air with our team right now, but the things that we can't control is the guys that go out there and mentally prepare themselves this whole week. Once we get back at it and get ready for our next challenge.
Jared Weiss, CLNS Radio. When you do come back after decompressing, what's the game plan for you, knowing that there's a chance that Love and JR might not be available?
Well, like I said before, we only can control what we can't control, and if Love is out, and if JR is whatever happens with him, then it's the next man up. It's the next man up. We have guys that have been able to step up. And we know it's going to be a tough void with two of our bigger guys in our lineup and in our season so far. But we got to have guys step up, and we see what happens.
LeBron, Michael Vega, Boston Globe. Just wanted to ask you, in your experience, was this probably the hardest fought 4-game sweep that you've ever been involved in? And given the fact that it was going to be a physical game, Game 4, with them having to play for their lives here, did it diminish any respect you may have gained for this club, as you walk out of here?
I highly respect their coaching staff and especially their head coach. Very well coached team. He put those guys out there every night and gave them, put them in position to try to win a game. And I think Brad Stevens is a very good young coach in our league. And for me, I don't know. I've been in 10 first round opponents, and I've been able to sweep a few of them. I'm not sure if this is the most physical. I'm okay with physical play, so so it doesn't bother me, right? I'm okay with it.
PJ Ziegler, Fox 8, LeBron, back here. Did you at any point say to the teammates after the Kevin Love incident, let's be smart about this, let's not do anything stupid, going forward with the rest of the game?
I harped that throughout the whole game. No matter what the situation is, I always tell my guys, let's just play basketball. Just play ball. No matter what's going on. Team makes a run. We have a few turnovers. An incident may happen on the floor. I always just try to refocus our mindset and what we're here for. We're here to win a basketball game, and let's just do that. How we figure out a way to get another stop defensively, how we figure out a way to move the ball offensively and get a great shot. And so I always do that throughout the course of a game, especially if it gets a little out of hand.
Chris Haynes, Cleveland.com. Kyrie, question for you. I wanted to ask, LeBron, I guess, has had this type of player before, but Kendrick Perkins, having an enforcer, he talked about one of his jobs is protecting guys like you, guards getting into the lane, always getting hit and getting knocked on. Can you talk about what he provides to the team, I guess, basketball-wise and in the locker room?
Well, he's definitely one of our veterans that we lean on. He's playoff tested, has a championship, knows what it takes, and knows his role. And I take care of Big Perk, and Big Perk takes care of us. It's just simple as that. He knows what he's supposed to do, and like I said before, we just lean on him. And times where it gets a little chippy, I think we all know in this room one person who's going to come in and stop all that, and that's Big Perk for us, and he's going to continue to do what he does.
Bob Schrawn, The Citizen. Two-part questions real quick, without getting too deep, without getting ahead of yourself. You talked the other night about defeating LeBron. defeating the Celtics was added to your legacy. And both for you, LeBron, and Kyrie, and again, without getting ahead of yourselves, to try and bring a championship to Cleveland, which is what you set out to do. Talk about that.
I mean, for me, I didn't, I think I said I was, just playing this franchise. As my legacy, I mean, this franchise is one of the most, winning franchises in NBA history. They were the Lakers. So everyone knows the history between, the Lakers and the Celtics and what they've done for this league. So for me to have a chapter in my career that has multiple chapters, play with the Celtics, against the Celtics, I think it's great for, I guess the story that you guys tell. And, our long-term goal is absolutely to win a championship. But right now, we have short-term goals, and that's to prepare ourselves for the next round and get ready for the challenge that will present itself. It was a great first test for our team. We're a young team. We have some vets, but we're a young team together. And the Celtics gave us the test that we needed, some things that we haven't seen in the first round, in the regular season. And it will prepare us for the second round, which will be much tougher. We know that. So, we'll be ready for it. I think our coaching staff will do a great job. And it's up to us as the players to go out and execute the game plan.
Thank you.